Good morning. Thank you all for joining us today. As was noted, I'm Adam Laughlin, the Deputy City Manager of Integrated Infrastructure Services for the City of Edmonton. The City of Edmonton acknowledges the traditional land on which we are gathered today, and it's on Treaty 6 territory. We would like to thank the diverse Indigenous peoples whose ancestors' footsteps have marked this territory for centuries, such as the Cree, the Dene, the Saulteaux, Nakota Sioux, and the Blackfoot peoples. We also acknowledge this is the Métis homeland and the home of the largest concentration of Inuit south of the 60th parallel. It is a welcoming place for all peoples who come from around the world to share Edmonton as a home. Together, we call upon all of our collective honored traditions and spirits to work in building a great city for today and future generations. So today, we're going to give you an update on the 2021 construction season, an update on the work that we've done building community across Edmonton. From pathways to pedestrian bridges, bike lanes to public transportation, this was the largest infrastructure season in several years with 275 projects on the books. Of those, more than 90% were on budget and nearly 80% on schedule. In fact, there were a number of projects that we delivered this year that were ahead of schedule. And I can't think of a better place to highlight the great work of our teams than on this construction site this morning. This is the innovative King Edward Park supportive housing development. This is just one of the 270 projects worth a combined $1 billion that we invested in capital infrastructure this year. We're proud of the progress, but for us, construction means so much more than projects completed or shovels in the ground. It's thoughtful improvements to your streets, whether the one outside your front door or the one you use to get to work. It's the trails where you walk your dog. It's the playground where your kids play, and the recreation center where they will learn to swim. From where we live to where we work to how we get there, the City of Edmonton is committed to building safe, healthy, and climate resilience communities for today and into the future. I'd like to run you through some of the highlights for our 2020-2021 construction season, starting with the supportive housing inspired by the surroundings that we're in here today in King Edward Park. We're moving quickly and with purpose to create more supportive housing in our communities. With innovative projects like this one, we're expediting even more construction. The pandemic has illustrated the critical role that housing plays in ensuring the health and safety of individuals, their community, and Edmonton as a whole. Right now, there are more than 2,800 people with no permanent home, with about 1,200 sleeping in shelters or outside each night. It is possible to end homelessness through adequate housing and support. This is just one of 5 locations throughout the city where we, along with Homeward Trust, are rapidly constructing permanent housing that will play a significant role in creating spaces that people can call home. We're investing in building great neighborhoods. This year, 12 neighborhoods in the city saw significant rehabilitation. Grandview Heights, Strathcona, Inglewood, and Highlands were all substantially completed this year. In 2021, over 110 kilometers of local roadway and sidewalk were renewed. 11 kilometers of alleys were reconstructed, and 30 kilometers of gravel roads were paved. 151 kilometers of work in total, and to give you an idea, that's from here to Red Deer, all within the city limits. We've also invested in the places people work. 4 industrial neighborhood rehabilitation projects were delivered, as well as projects that upgraded rural industrial roads from gravel to paved in several locations. And we've invested in where people play. We've been active on projects that enhance our city's parks, open spaces, and facilities. This construction season was a busy one, with work now completed on 10 playgrounds like Emily Murphy Park and Inglewood, 8 parks such as Terrace Heights and Beaumaris, and a number of trail improvements throughout the city. We've also engaged Edmontonians this year to help us envision the future of our treasured river valley. We'll be seeking support and funding from City Council to continue moving forward with detailed planning and design on Touch the Water Promenade and improvements along the river valley. We've also continued to work to revitalize the downtown core through the Imagine Jasper Avenue and Jasper Avenue New Vision projects. The first phases of Imagine Jasper are now complete, and phase 2 of Jasper Avenue New Vision is underway. These projects are focused on highlighting Jasper Avenue and providing safe and enhanced experiences for people who walk, bike, drive, or use transit in our downtown. Finally, we've invested in helping Edmontonians get around the city. Phase 1 of the Terwilliger Drive expansion began and progressed well in 2021, including work on widening Terwilliger Drive to be 4 lanes in each direction. The Yellowhead Freeway conversion project also made significant progress with the second of 8 signals being removed. I know there is a lot of interest in our work to expand and enhance Edmonton's LRT system, so I'll share a bit of progress on that as well. First up, the Valley Line Southeast, as we heard last week, TransEd is making progress, but unfortunately the project is behind schedule. TransEd has notified the city and publicly stated the forecasted service commencement date will be extended to the summer of 2022. Be assured, TransEd is feeling the financial consequences of the delay. We know the impacts these delays have on people's lives, and we remain committed to working with TransEd to ensure the line opens for safe and reliable service, and that Edmontonians get the system they were promised. On Valley Line West, I'm pleased to say construction is well underway. Crews spent most of this year preparing for the Lewis Farms Transit Center and the elevated guideway near West Edmonton Mall. For the Metro Line Northwest LRT, the extension is also starting to take shape. Crews have made significant progress on the LRT infrastructure, including starting construction on the 2 new stations that will be in our Blatchford community. Finally, the city has completed a number of other major LRT improvement projects this year, including track replacements, crossing enhancements, and platform renewals. And the stadium station redevelopment is also progressing with new ramps, a new platform, and a new roof canopy that was installed this year. As you can tell, teams across the city have been busy building Edmonton. It's a big job to build a city, and I'm proud of the work we are doing to transform and improve our communities for today and for the many generations to come. And although this is a wrap-up, and you can see it in the facility that we're in today, some of the shovels are packed up, but work continues, and we're still working hard to ensure that we're completing the work as planned and that we're planning for the upcoming projects. For anyone interested in seeing all of the city-led construction projects on the books this year and those to come, I encourage you to visit building.edmonton.ca. Before I close, I'd like to just provide a shout out to our industry partners. They're tremendous supporters in how we can build a great city, and their efforts do not go unnoticed by city administration. Today, we have Delnor Construction with us to show us through this facility, but they're one of many contractors and consultants and suppliers that really help the city of Edmonton deliver this fantastic infrastructure.